Have you ever wondered about the meaning of the dreams that visit you? Or how the symbols around us affect our daily lives in ways we don't even realize? In this video, we dive deep into one of the most important books in psychology, Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung, which reveals how symbols and dreams can help us understand ourselves on a much deeper level. Jung, the renowned psychologist, presents in his book the inner journey each person goes through to achieve self-realization by confronting the darker aspects of their personality that they may not want to acknowledge. He explores the idea of individuation, the process of integrating the self and liberating it from psychological constraints, and explains how dreams, symbols, and art, and even the everyday moments we experience hold profound messages that could change our lives. If you're looking for a deeper way to understand yourself and why you feel the way you feel, or if you want to decode the symbols that accompany you, this video is for you. Let's uncover together how symbols can be the key to a more balanced and peaceful inner life. Are you ready to explore the depths of the human psyche? Join me for this fascinating summary of the most influential book in analytical psychology, Dreams as a Source of Self-Knowledge in Man and His Symbols, Carl Jung. 1. Dreams as a Language of the Unconscious. Jung believed that dreams are the primary means by which the unconscious mind communicates with the conscious mind. They carry hidden messages that reflect our deep emotions and psychological struggles. During the day, the conscious mind suppresses unwanted thoughts and feelings, but at night, when consciousness is at rest, these emotions surface through symbols and events in dreams. Jung argued that dreams are not merely direct responses to daily experiences, as Freud suggested. Instead, they contain deeper information that extends into collective unconscious, the shared reservoir of symbols and myths that recur across ages and cultures. By analyzing dreams, individuals can gain profound insights into themselves beyond what conscious thought allows. 2. Dreams as a tool for exploring the shadow. One of the most important archetypes in dreams is the shadow, which represents the undesirable or repressed aspects of our personality. The shadow often appears in dreams as a frightening figure, a mysterious being, or even an enemy attempting to cause harm. Jung emphasized that confronting the shadow in dreams is a crucial step towards psychological maturity. Ignoring it leads to internal conflict and anxiety, whereas understanding it helps achieve psychological balance. For example, a person known for being calm and forgiving might dream of engaging in a violent fight. In reality, this dream could indicate repressed anger that needs to be acknowledged and processed rather than suppressed. 3. Archetypes and symbols in dreams. Jung believed that dreams are filled with symbols linked to archetypes, which are recurring images found in the collective unconscious. These symbols are not unique to individuals, but appear across cultures and historical periods, making dream interpretation a tool for understanding human psychology on a universal level. Some common archetypes in dreams include the hero, represents a strong aspect of the psyche that strives to achieve goals and overcome challenges. Anima, feminine, and animus, masculine, represent the feminine and masculine aspects within each individual. Jung suggested that every man carries a feminine element within him, and every woman has a masculine aspect. Dreams featuring figures of the opposite sex may reflect a balance or conflict between these inner aspects. The wise old man symbolizes wisdom and inner guidance, often appearing in dreams as a mentor or advisor. The divine child represents innocence and untapped potential, symbolizing renewal and new beginnings. 4. Interpreting dream symbols and their psychological meaning. Jung stressed that dream interpretation should not be superficial or rely on generic dictionaries of symbols, as each symbol may carry different meanings for different individuals based on their personal experiences. For example, water generally symbolizes emotions, but its meaning depends on state in the dream. Calm water may represent emotional stability, while turbulent water may indicate inner turmoil. House reflects the dreamer's personality. The upper floor represents consciousness, while the basement represents the unconscious and repressed emotions. Bridge symbolizes a transition phase in life, such as a change in beliefs or lifestyle. 5. Dreams and personal growth. Jung believed that dreams are not just reflections of one's current psychological state, but also tools for personal growth and transformation. When people start paying attention to their dreams and analyzing them deeply, they gain a better understanding of themselves, allowing them to make more conscious decisions in their daily lives. In some cases, dreams act as warnings or premonitions about the dreamer's future, not in a supernatural sense, but through the unconscious mind's ability to detect subtle signals that the conscious mind has not yet noticed. For instance, a person dreaming of walking down a dead-end road might subconsciously feel that their current life path is not leading to progress, prompting them to reconsider their choices. 6. Dreams and psychological healing. Jung suggested that dreams play a therapeutic role in processing psychological trauma. People who have experienced difficult events, such as the loss of a loved one or a traumatic accident, often see recurring images of these events in their dreams. He believed that these dreams are not just memories, but the unconscious mind's attempt to help individuals process pain and adapt to their experiences. In psychotherapy, dreams can reveal the root causes of emotional struggles that a patient may not consciously recognize. For example, a person suffering from anxiety without an apparent reason might, through dream analysis, discover unresolved childhood issues that still affect them, enabling a therapist to guide them toward healing. 7. Dreams and spirituality. Beyond their psychological role, Jung believed that dreams could also have spiritual dimensions. Some dreams represent deep inner transformations and experiences that lead individuals to a greater understanding of their existence. Occasionally, people experience dreams that feel like visions, where they receive profound wisdom or guidance. Jung noted that many symbols in dreams resemble those found in mythology and ancient religions. These similarities suggest that dreams are not merely personal experiences, but part of a broader human journey. By studying them, individuals can gain insights into their psychological and spiritual development on a much deeper level. The concept of the collective unconscious. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious as a deep layer of the human psyche, distinct from the personal unconscious described by Freud. The collective unconscious is not merely a repository of individual memories, but a shared psychological structure among all humans, containing inherited patterns and symbols passed down through generations. Jung believed that the collective unconscious has existed since the dawn of humanity and manifests in myths, religions, arts, and dreams. It explains the remarkable similarities between stories and myths across different civilizations, even those with no direct contact. For example, archetypal characters like the hero and the wise old man appear repeatedly in ancient stories, from Greek mythology to Eastern traditions, indicating that humans share these deep-rooted symbols in their unconscious minds. Archetypes as components of the collective unconscious. Archetypes are universal psychological images and patterns that exist within the collective unconscious and influence our thoughts and behaviors. These patterns are not acquired through personal experience, but are inherited and appear in dreams, myths, and even everyday behavior without conscious awareness. Key archetypes in Jungian psychology. 1. The shadow represents the dark side of the personality, including suppressed emotions and thoughts. Often appears in dreams as a frightening figure or a monster chasing us. Confronting and integrating the shadow is essential for psychological balance. 2. Anima and animus. Anima, the feminine aspect within a man, representing emotion, intuition, and spiritual depth. Animus, the masculine aspect within a woman, representing strength, logic, and rationality. Achieving balance between them helps in psychological growth. 3. The hero symbolizes courage in the pursuit of achievements. Often goes through a journey full of challenges before reaching the goal, like Odysseus in Greek mythology or King Arthur in European folklore. 4. The wise old man represents wisdom and guidance, often appearing as a mentor or advisor in stories and dreams. Symbolizes deep insight that helps individuals navigate crises. 5. The Great Mother represents nurturing and fertility, but can also symbolize control and danger. Appears in mythology in various forms, such as the goddess Demeter in Greek mythology, representing motherhood and fertility. 6. The self represents a complete integration and balance of all aspects of the personality. Achieving the self is the ultimate goal of psychological development, where an individual attains deep self-awareness. The influence of the collective unconscious in daily life. Although these symbols may seem like abstract theories, they significantly influence our behaviors and beliefs. For example, when we fear the unknown or feel drawn to a strong leader, we may be responding to the hero or wise old man archetype. Attraction to a particular person may stem from the influence of the anima or animus in the unconscious mind. Inner conflicts often arise between the self and the shadow, as we suppress certain aspects of our personality instead of confronting and accepting them. The role of dreams in revealing the collective unconscious. Dreams act as a window into the collective unconscious, revealing universal symbols shared by people regardless of culture or background. Dreaming of crossing a bridge symbolizes transformation and change in life. Seeing a dragon often represents significant challenges that need to be overcome. Encountering a mysterious figure offering guidance in a dream may symbolize the wise old man archetype. Archetypes in religion, mythology, and art. Jung believed that the collective unconscious was not just a philosophical idea, but could be observed in all aspects of human culture. In religion, symbols like salvation, Christ, and Buddha reflect the self-archetype and the quest for perfection. In mythology, stories of Gilgamesh, Hercules, or even Superman embody the hero archetype, facing great challenges. In art and literature, characters like Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings or Yoda in Star Wars represent the wise old man archetype. The importance of understanding the collective unconscious and archetypes. Understanding these concepts helps us interpret our dreams more deeply, understand our behaviors and unconscious motivations, achieve psychological balance by integrating the shadow and developing the self, recognize the hidden influence of culture and mythology in shaping our worldview. Symbols in daily life, how they influence our consciousness and behavior. Symbols are not just shapes or signs we see in books or dreams. They are an essential part of our daily lives, influencing our thoughts, decisions, and emotions, often without us realizing it. Carl Jung was one of the first psychologists to emphasize that symbols are not merely cultural expressions, but reflections of deep psychological patterns rooted in collective unconscious. In this article, we will explore how symbols manifest in our daily lives, how they unconsciously shape our behavior, and why they play a crucial role in understanding ourselves and the world around us. 1. What is a symbol? A symbol is an image, word, or idea that carries a deeper meaning beyond its surface-level interpretation. A symbol can have a personal meaning derived from an individual's experience or a collective meaning rooted in culture and history. Small blue diamond, simple example. The sun may symbolize life and energy, but in some cultures, it also represents divine power. A key may be just a tool to unlock doors, but it also symbolizes knowledge and hidden opportunities. 2. Symbols in dreams and their impact on reality. Dreams are filled with symbols that reflect our psychological struggles, desires, and fears. However, these symbols do not disappear when we wake up. They continue to influence our consciousness and behavior throughout the day. Small blue diamond examples of dream symbols and their real-life impact. Water often symbolizes emotions and the unconscious mind. Dreaming of turbulent waves might reflect emotional turmoil in real life. Ladder represents progress or personal growth, but if you dream of an endless ladder, it could indicate feeling stuck in an endless pursuit. Car represents control over life. If you dream of driving a car without brakes, it might reflect a sense of losing control in a particular situation. 3. Symbols in language and daily communication. We constantly use symbols in our language without realizing it. Some words and phrases carry symbolic meanings that make communication more powerful and expressive. Small blue diamond examples of symbolism in language. Saying a broken heart does not mean the heart is physically shattered. It symbolizes emotional pain. The word light often represents knowledge, while darkness symbolizes ignorance or fear. The phrase climbing to the top means success, while falling into the abyss represents failure or depression. 4. Symbols in branding and marketing. Companies understand the power of symbols and use them strategically to influence consumer decisions. Small blue diamond examples of symbols in branding. Apple logo. The apple symbolizes knowledge and creativity, inspired by Newton's apple, which led to the discovery of gravity. Nike's checkmark. Swoosh represents power, movement, and speed, making consumers feel motivated. Coca-Cola's colors, red and white. Red symbolizes energy and enthusiasm, while white represents purity, enhancing the brand's appeal. 5. Symbols in religion, mythology, and their influence on behavior. Religions and myths are filled with symbols that reflect fundamental human values. These symbols subtly shape our thoughts and behaviors, even if we are unaware of them. Small blue diamond examples of religious and mythological symbols. The dove represents peace and spirituality and is used in many religions as a symbol of inner peace and forgiveness. The serpent can symbolize wisdom and transformation as in Eastern cultures, or evil and temptation as in Christianity. The tree, a universal symbol of growth, life, and the connection between earth and heaven. Even if we do not believe in particular myth, these symbols still influence our perceptions and decisions. 6. Symbols in art and literature and their psychological impact. Art and literature rely on symbols to convey complex emotions and ideas in an indirect way, making them more impactful on the human psyche. Small blue diamond examples of symbols in art and literature. Mona Lisa's smile. Its mystery makes it a symbol of secrets and psychological depth. George Orwell's 1984. Big Brother is used as a symbol of totalitarian control and constant surveillance. Colors in cinema. Blue is often used to indicate sadness or calmness, while red symbolizes passion or danger. 7. How can we benefit from understanding symbols in our lives? Small blue diamond self-interpretation. Recognizing the symbols around us, whether in dreams or daily life, can help us understand ourselves more deeply. Small blue diamond psychological analysis. If certain symbols frequently appear in your life, such as constantly seeing the color black or feeling a strong connection to the ocean, they may have a psychological meaning worth exploring. Small blue diamond making better decisions. Brands and politicians use symbols to influence us, but by being aware of these techniques, we can make more independent choices. Understanding symbols allows us to see the hidden meanings behind the world around us, making us more aware of our own thoughts, emotions, and decisions. The process of individuation, a journey to self-realization in analytical psychology. 1. What is the process of individuation? Individuation is a central concept in Carl Jung's analytical psychology. It is a psychological transformation journey where an individual seeks to achieve a deeper self-awareness by integrating various aspects of their personality, both conscious and unconscious. Jung believed that every person is born with an incomplete psychic energy, where a significant part of their personality is unconscious or repressed. Throughout life, one must face these hidden parts, accept them, and achieve inner integration that leads to a state of psychological balance. Small blue diamond goal of individuation. Achieve inner balance between various psychological aspects such as conscious and unconscious, mind and emotion, personal values and social influences, true self and social image persona. 2. Stages of the individuation process. Individuation is neither easy nor quick. It is a lifelong journey that requires facing oneself with honesty. It can be divided into several stages. 1. Facing persona and letting go of false identity. Small blue diamond persona is the image we present to the world, a blend of values and beliefs we acquire from society. Someone may appear kind and humble in public, but hide suppressed anger inside. Another may project strength and independence, while struggling with inner feelings of weakness. Directed individuation step. Realizing that the persona is not the true self, but a role we play, helping us discover our inner truth. 2. Facing the shadow. Reconciliation with the dark side. Small blue diamond, the shadow, represents the repressed aspects of our personality, such as negative emotions, suppressed desires, and internal conflicts. A person may feel jealous but denies it and attacks others who show jealousy. Another may have a creative desire but fears failure and suppresses that desire. Directed individuation step. Acknowledge these aspects and reconcile with them instead of denying them or projecting them onto others. 3. Discovering the anima and animus. Achieving balance between masculinity and femininity. Small blue diamond anima represents the feminine side of the unconscious in men, while animus represents the masculine side of the unconscious in women. A man who denies his emotions and refuses to cry struggles with the anima. A woman who feels weak and incapable of independence suffers from a restricted animus. Directed individuation step. Achieving balance between the masculine and feminine aspects within oneself, enhancing emotional flexibility and inner strength. For connection with the self, achieving psychological integration. Small blue diamond, the self, is a true core of the individual, the deepest level of the psyche that integrates both the conscious and unconscious, achieving balance between various psychological aspects. A person who has reached individuation becomes more aware of their strengths and weaknesses and acts in accordance with their true self, not society's expectations. They break free from psychological constraints such as a fear of failure or the need for social acceptance. Directed individuation step. Achieving inner integration that allows an individual to live authentically, making decisions based on a deep awareness of their motives and values. 3. Why is the process of individuation necessary? White heavy checkmark, achieving psychological balance, helps us resolve internal conflicts between what we truly desire and what society imposes on us. White heavy checkmark, discovering the true self. Rather than living according to others' expectations, we become more aware of our true desires. White heavy checkmark, achieving emotional independence. When we understand ourselves more deeply, we become less affected by others' opinions and judgments. White heavy checkmark, developing creativity and hidden abilities. Many talents are oppressed in the shadow, and when we reconcile with it, we uncover new possibilities within ourselves. The importance of analytical psychology, why we need it today. Analytical psychology, founded by Carl Jung, goes beyond understanding the individual. It helps us understand society, religion, art, and even human history. 1. Dream interpretation, a window to the unconscious. Dreams are filled with symbols that express our deep struggles and desires. Through dream interpretation, we can understand psychological issues that we are not consciously aware of, recognize messages from the unconscious that guide our development, identify recurring symbols that reflect psychological patterns requiring awareness and understanding. 2. Understanding symbols in daily life. As previously mentioned, symbols exist not only in dreams, but also in religion, literature, art, and even in marketing and advertisements. Understanding these symbols helps us realize how culture and society influence our thinking unconsciously. Avoid falling into psychological traps created by images or advertising logos. Use symbols more consciously to achieve our personal and professional goals. 3. Achieving psychological balance through understanding the collective unconscious. The collective unconscious contains universal psychological patterns that influence our thinking and behavior. When we recognize these patterns, we can eliminate negative habits and beliefs we inherited without thinking, benefit from the collective wisdom found in myths and religion to develop ourselves. Find new ways to solve problems based on a deep understanding of human nature. 4. Analytical psychology and psychotherapy. Therapists use Jung's methods to help patients understand themselves more deeply by analyzing dreams to uncover hidden psychological conflicts, facing the shadow and reconciling with repressed emotions, discovering the anima and animus to achieve healthy psychological balance. 5. Its role in self-development and leadership. Analytical psychology doesn't only help ordinary individuals, but is also used in developing successful leaders. Leaders who understand their shadow and weaknesses are more capable of making wise decisions and building strong relationships with others. Understanding individuation and applying Jungian concepts in our lives allows us to grow as individuals, resolve inner conflicts, and unlock our true potential, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. In conclusion, Man and his symbols undoubtedly offers us a deep insight into understanding the hidden aspects of our psyche and encourages us to strive for individuation and inner harmony. Through dream analysis and understanding symbols, we can unlock new doors for personal growth and spiritual development. As Jung teaches us, true self-awareness only comes through confronting the inner shadow and integrating the darker aspects we keep hidden away. If you found this summary useful and are excited to explore deeper concepts of analytical psychology, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment about what you learned. Share the video with friends who might benefit from this knowledge. Let's continue this journey together towards self-awareness and achieving inner peace. Thank you for watching, and I wish you an enriching and inspiring psychological journey.